In Malaysia, the pandemic situation is still serious, but more than 40% of the population have been vaccinated. Therefore, the government has lifted its restriction and allowed people who have been vaccinated to eat in restaurants and travel within their state. Malaysian government has announced that, starting from August 10th, some states enter the second stage of the National Recovery Plan. The residents of these states, after receiving 2 vaccination shots, can eat in the restaurants and travel in the state. The reporter has noticed that in Georgetown in Penang, although the restriction has been lifted, only a few restaurants have been open to the public.
People who have received 2 vaccination shots might still carry virus. If they take their mask off while eating, the employees might get infected. I have employees who have not been vaccinated, so I do not open the restaurant to the public.
They must show us their pandemic monitoring app. We need to make sure that 14 days have passed since he received 2 vaccination shots, then he can eat in the restaurant. If not, he cannot in the restaurant.
Due to the restrictions, there are few people in the restaurants. A resident has told the reporter that she has missed her lunch hour because of work, so she can only eat outside. Although she has been vaccinated, she left the restaurant right after she finished eating. We can see that although people expect the government to lift restrictions, they're still very vigilant. Many countries, including England, France, and Italy, have faced a surge in pandemic after lifting restrictions. But Malaysia is it good to lift restrictions? A news commentator has shared his thoughts.
The vaccines can prevent severe illness and death, but they do not prevent you from becoming someone who infects other people. There might be a group of people who have been living under restrictions for too long. They might slack off and fall victim to this.
The news commentator thinks it takes time to see if lifting restrictions can stimulate the economy. However, the serious pandemic situation in Malaysia will continue for a period of time. In addition, the government has announced that the daily confirmed COVID cases will use serious illness as an assessment index. So he thinks that it is important to get vaccinated as it can prevent serious illness and death.
Of course, we still have to worry about how we're lacking medical resources in the death cases and the use of hospital wards for severe cases. So the purpose of getting vaccinated is to prevent us from getting seriously ill. So I think it is the most important mission.
The news commentator also thinks that as long as people follow pandemic prevention measures and ensure that only people who qualify can enjoy freedom, the lifting of restriction is very humane. In fact, no matter how the government lifts the restriction, the most important thing is for people to follow pandemic prevention measures and get vaccinated. This way, people and their families can stay away from the virus.